Do you want your 50 New Zealand dollars to stretch further? Well then come with me because you're in the right place. This is Savvy Suppers, where I teach you how to make 3 dinners with leftovers for 2 to 3 people. These dinners are delicious, yum, tasty, and they all come in under $50. And this week we're tackling the veggies. They're one of the most expensive things at the supermarket, but I'm going to show you 3 amazing ways that you can make that money go further, still have delicious veggie dinners, and all for under $50. Welcome back to Savvy Suppers, where I head to the supermarket, spend under $50 and show you how to cook banging dinners that stretch into lunches too. The cost of living is wild here in NZ, so let's make every dollar count without eating boring food. And all of this week's shopping came to $45.84. I actually can't believe I managed to get so much for so little. But let's make the first dinner, and this one is an absolute winner. Tonight we're making caramelised onion and potato frittata. So first up, prep all your veg and make sure you get your tongue stuck up for some extra concentration. Classic, here come the onions coming to get me. To cook these potatoes and onions is probably going to take about 20 minutes. And I'm also going to add in at the end a few of the frozen spinach balls. You want to salt them, caramelise them, make sure they're fully cooked, and then we can do the eggs. Potatoes and onions are cooling down, so let's crack the eggs, fold it all together and get this guy cooked. Season up your eggs, give it a whisk, fold in your cooked onions and potatoes, squeeze the juice out of your frozen spinach and add that in too. And now it's off to the stove. Put your pan on super low. You don't want this to cook fast, you need it to cook slowly. It's going to take about 15 minutes or so. And while it's cooking, we'll get the carrot salad working. A little olive oil and some vinegar. Toast off some of your sunflower seeds. Make sure that you really give them a good toast to get all that lovely flavour out. And now it's time to flip, and I'm fully prepared for disaster because I have a sneaky suspicion it may have stuck. Oh my god, it didn't stick. It didn't stick. Perfectly cooked, still a little soft in the middle, and with a bit of that crunchy carrot salad. Even though it's winter, it still feels fresh and delicious. And that's dinner 1 done of the week. Simple, filling, and makes you feel like you're on holiday in Spain. That is so good. Welcome back to Savvy Suppers. It's the second dinner of the week from my shop for under $50, where we're feeding 2 to 3 people with leftovers for your lunch. Not many ingredients, but I promise you a delicious dinner nonetheless. We're making roasted pumpkin pasta, so let's get this guy working. So get your pumpkin prepped. Maybe this bit we'll keep for another day. Cut it up small and get it into the bowl. I've left the skin on because I can't be bothered to peel it. If you can't either, it doesn't matter. It's all still delicious. And now it's time to raid the cupboard and put in a few pantry staples. A little bit of oil, salt, a few chili flakes, some pepper, and if you've got some garlic, chuck in a good few cloves of that too. Now it's time to roast it off. You can do it however you like, in the oven, or like I prefer, in the air fryer. For a minute there, I thought my baby Robsy had died. That would have been a very sad day. Pop on some water to cook the pasta. Our pumpkin is roasted, so let's get it blended. Pop your garlics out their skin, add in some of your nice starchy pasta water to thin it out, and then the easiest way to do this, add your blended sauce to a pan and add in your pasta, which this week I managed to not overcook. Mix it all together and we can get it on the plate. A wonderful thick pumpkin sauce, spicy and full of flavour. We'll finish it off with some of them toasted nuts and a whole bunch of that feta cheese. Spicy pumpkin pasta with feta. Oh. It's rich and indulgent. And a really easy way to make a tasty sauce. And don't forget, we've still got one more Savvy Supper to go. So make sure you tune back in for that one. It's going to be a Friday night treat. Oh, you should give this one a go though. Welcome back to Savvy Suppers, where I make 3 dinners for under $50 to feed 2 to 3 people for dinner with leftovers for your lunch. And it's Friday night, we've got a feast, let's get on with it. First up, the carrots and the potatoes. These are going to be our side veg, all nicely roasted, so let's get them in. Cut up your potatoes and your carrots, give them a season, a little drizzle of oil, and any spice you like. I've gone for a bit of cumin, and then they're going in to roast. Next, we're making the filling of our dinner. So we're going to slice up all these mushrooms, the onion, we're going to add a little bit of garlic, and we're going to start to sweat it down. A tablespoon or so of flour and some milk to make a nice thick sauce. And now we're going to add to it some of that lovely salty feta cheese, and lastly add in some of that frozen spinach, 4 or 5 balls. Just make sure you squeeze out all the juice before you add it in. And now let's make what it's going in. We're making savoury pancakes. So add your eggs, your flour, your milk, make this batter and we'll get it cooked. And this flour is left over from week 1 Savvy Suppers. Once your crepes are all hot and fluffy, fill it up with the mushroom spinach mix. Get it on the plate and add some of them roasted potatoes and carrots, and you've got yourself a winning dinner. The mushrooms are creamy, sweet and delicious. And with that pile of roasted veg on the side, it feels indulgent and utterly delicious. And that is Friday night dinner done. It's something a bit different, but oh my God, it's so good. That is so good.